I am Dr. Toomey. I am a pediatric psychologist by training. I also happen to be the parent of a child who had a feeding problem. And I like to tell the professionals that I train and the families I work with, when you're the parent of a child who doesn't eat, you are going to be neurotic. You just need to give up the fight, be neurotic for a while, okay? We are not the major cause of our children's feeding problems. As we talked about, it's really 5 to 7% of the time are we the actual cause of our child's feeding problems. What is actually going on is that your child hasn't gained the skills and the physical capability to do this task of eating the diet that you want them to do. And many, many people think that when children don't eat, it's all in their heads. Ugh, all kids are picky, they all outgrow it. It's just all in their head. None of those statements are true. None of those statements are true. The most difficult children to treat from a feeding standpoint are children from 6 to 11 years of age. They are going to be your most difficult age group of kids. So don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. So the first place most kids are going to fix is through the shoulders. So what I want you to do is pretend you have a low core tone. I want you to slouch a little through your belly. And now I want you to pull your shoulders back until you feel more stable, okay? Once you're in this position, now I want you to feed yourself, okay? It is going to be very hard for you to feed yourself. What kids do is they do what we refer to as the birdie. They want you to feed them because they can't feed themselves if they are fixing through their shoulder blades. And this is one of the main reasons why children don't self-feed. It is not because they're being a brat. Is the fact that eating is not a two-step process. You do not sit down and eat. That is not how eating happens. If you have a typically developing child, they may learn to eat a new food in 20 to 25 steps. Children who have feeding difficulties, the average is 32. If you have a child on the autism spectrum, your child probably has closer to 40 to 60 steps in their steps to eating hierarchy. A picky eater, if you put a new food on their plate, they will do what I call piss and moan. They're going to fuss at you, but they will eventually settle down and do something with the food. They likely won't eat it, but they'll do something with the food. Kids who are problem feeders, they have nuclear meltdowns. They're crying, screaming, throwing, running away, crawling under the table. That's a problem feeder. Picky eaters, when you look at your nutrition categories, proteins, starches, fruits or vegetables, they have at least one food, ideally 2 or more in each of those categories. Problem feeders have none in some of those nutrition categories, or they're avoiding completely certain textures. They eat no purees. They eat nothing that's warm. They eat nothing that's cold, okay? That's what you're going to see with the problem feeder. But ideally, we'd like them to enjoy eating, to enjoy food, to enjoy the experience of sitting with us as a family. Because eating isn't just about the volume of what your child consumes. A big piece of eating is the social experience and the physical enjoyment of the task. It is not just about volume. It's about enjoyment. That's what eating is about.